Good evening, Luke. How are you, sir? It's been a little while. Well, I mean, it's been the weekend, but it feels like a while. Feels like a while away from the wonderful merry folk. How are you, Luke? How was your weekend? Hope you had a good one. You know what I'm doing. Just posting Sam online. Welcome in, everyone. I'll be getting started in about 5 minutes' time. At least with hunting, but you can watch these opening title screens over and over again if you like, for the games. Hello, Tyler. Always appreciate your questions as to whether people are having a good day or not. I hope you are having a very good day. And yes, I am, thank you, Tyler. How was your day? How was your weekend? Right. Do a YouTube community post. Glad you had a good weekend, Luke. Hello, everyone. Welcome in for day 20 of Safari Week. Nearly Safari Month. Tomorrow would be, unless we find a shiny tonight, 3 weeks in the Safari Zone. Great. Well, hello there, Jazza2607. How are you, sir? How are you feeling after the weekend? It didn't come home, but hey, how are you feeling now? Right. Getting into the groove of this. And yeah, I think yeah, we're done. All right. And in time with the music, let's hunt. Okay, the drop didn't happen there. That's a shame. Anyway, Tyler. And Katie, well, look at that, brother and sister in the chat. How are you doing, Katie? Good to see you again, and once again, baffled that I seem to provide enough entertainment through doing this insane, foolhardy, running into Pokemon over and over and over again, with someone who's not such a Pokemon fan, so appreciate you being here, Katie. How has your day been? How was your weekend? Tyler, your weekend was alright. Continue to search for shiny Inkay in cast form. Yes, best of luck to you as well. Of course, Inkay would be quite the find for you, Tyler, being your first ever random shiny. I still can't get over that. Absolutely incredible. So, yes, hope tonight is the night for you. Now you're hinging all your hopes on me finding a shiny. Yeah, true. Maybe England would just kindly donating all their shiny luck to my stream so I could find a shiny tonight. I do have that feeling. I get that feeling every so often, and I do have it tonight. It obviously hasn't come to anything whenever I've said that before, because we're still here. But I do have that feeling that it might happen. It could happen first encounter, it could happen, 100th encounter, it could happen way later than that even. We are 4.5 times over odds. But there's no rhyme or reason. That doesn't mean one is guaranteed. You could get 2 in a row. You could get 1 immediately. Or 1 much later. It's all just rolling a dice. Rolling an 8,192-sided dice, if you can fathom that. Was watching some Safari videos earlier today. I was watching Brosidon's. And, I mean, thoroughly enjoyable. I cannot believe Brosidon's lucky. He found 3 shinies in 1 day. 3 in 1 day. So far in the video, he's found 8, and all 8 have been captures, because this is the other thing that can happen in the Safari Zone. The Pokemon can run away. So, yeah. Just this year, it's not been my Safari week. But, you know, perhaps I was overdue some worse luck after finding all my Sapphire Dream Team quest targets plus Kyogre under odds. And we did get Pokerus in our copy of Emerald, of course. So that's about 2.5 times rarer than a shiny. So absolutely crazy. This week, this month, tomorrow would be week 3, 3 weeks, 3 full weeks in the Safari Zone. If we don't find a shiny tonight, which I very much hope we do. And let's start. Hello, Jake. Hello there. Hello again, Sean. Chill and eat dinner for your stream tonight. Nice, Sean. Well, good luck for your stream, my friend. I hope that your stream is much more lucky than mine have been. Although I do have the feeling that we'll find a shiny tonight. We'll see. But Sean, that's fantastic news. I hope you enjoy your stream and enjoy your dinner. I've just had mine. Important to fuel before a lengthy stream. How has everyone's weekends been? No shiny hunter like me. Well, we all contain multitudes, Sean. I'm sure you could be. I look forward to streaming some competitive content at some point. But yes, the idea was, of course, that we move on from the Safari Week shiny hunting streams about 2 weeks ago. Put out some other content, but we're still here because we're still trying to find a shiny. Now, anyone who's tuning in here from England, it didn't come home. But, you know, I did think Spain played very well indeed, from what little, what tiny, what minuscule amount I know about football. So, ultimately, I think it's saying that the best team won is surely makes it easier to accept. England still played very well, but there we go. I hope we're not too disappointed about the football results. The fact that we reached the finals 2 Euros in a row is so impressive in itself. Hopefully the hat will help me. Yeah. Also, it'd be great if I could find a shiny before I have to shave, which would be in a couple of days' time, just to keep up this narrative of, you know, this increasingly unhinged Safari Charlie, Safari Chazingdra, whatever you want to call it. I also need a haircut, but again, maybe not until I find a shiny. Real dedication to the cause. This is the sort of stuff that we learned at drama school, you know. We're getting into character, getting into the zone, the Safari Zone. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate those kind words. Keep going strong. Hopefully I'll find one. Yeah, exactly. I'm not someone to do anything by halves, Sean, so I've started a job, I want to finish it. It would just be anticlimactic not to go all the way. Even though I have plenty of other exciting ideas for streams that I want to get going with, but, you know, same time, the Safari Week streams have been my first ever streams, and this storyline that's built up of me not finding a shiny. Any storyline is a good storyline in a way. I've thoroughly enjoyed doing the little Safari skits announcing the stream. of an evening. So yeah, it's all about turning these things into a positive, I think. Oh, that's very kind of you, Sean. Very much appreciate that. Has anyone told you how hilarious you are when you come up with those funny quips when I cast? Well, you think that utterly brilliant. Well, thank you, Sean. It's yeah, a lot of work goes in behind the scenes for the casting, of course. Not just game preparation, but yeah, the turns of phrase. Try and get my pun brain going. Just so you know, provide entertainment in all sorts of ways. So I'm glad that landed with you, Sean. Thank you so much. Appreciate you going out of your way to say that. You've made my day. So thank you, Sean. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy wordplay. I enjoy making things accessible. So yeah, I just love a good pun. I love a laugh. I enjoy doing a bit of comedy. Hello there, Ronnie. Yes, I am aware that this week you're away in Spain, right? Wow, being in Spain this week, after this past weekend, that's going to be... I hope that the fiesta atmosphere is in full swing after the Euros results. I hope you have a fantastic holiday, Ronnie. Well deserved, and I'm aware that you'll only be popping in here and there throughout the streams. 3 a.m. tomorrow, Ronnie. Goodness gracious. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it. When you're there. Tomorrow, yeah. It's just getting out of bed that's the hardest part, right, Ronnie? Once you're up, yes, it's 3 in the morning, but you've got a mission. You're just waking up, in bed, seeing it's 3 in the morning, and you're so not used to that. Yeah. But it's going to be worth it after that point. Thanks, Luke. Very pleased that you agree with Sean there. Thank you. Means a lot. What do people get up to this weekend? What do people get up to today? I was editing the next episode of Chazingdra Chats, my podcast. Taking a deeper dive into the life stories of people in the Pokemon community and discovering the 6 Pokemon on their dream team along the way. I bet regular watchers of my streams can quote that word for word now, the spiel I do at the start of each show. But yes, this week my guest is Out of Pocket, the NAIC Pokemon Go champion from this year. Thoroughly enjoyed talking to Out of Pocket. He's a lot of fun. Looking forward to you hearing the episode. So in fact, I spoke to Emmy Weedle, who won EUIC as well, Pokemon Go player, back in, a few months ago now. That was episode 5. And both he and Out of Pocket they're very young. Around 17 years old. And it's so exciting that they're getting these massive results now, you know? Because just think, a few years' time. Then again, you know, Pokemon Go is all about those fast reflexes. Maybe as they get older, the reflexes will get a bit slower, but it's the only way is up for them. Been up since 7 a.m. to be a bit more tired today. That's a really good idea, Ronnie, actually. Really good idea. I'll be interested to know how that tactic works out for you. I hope it really really pays off. Getting up deliberately earlier today, so that when you get up mega early tomorrow, it's not as tough. Yeah, of course, and when you're anticipating an alarm going off, sometimes it your brain doesn't quite relax, your mind doesn't quite relax, but sometimes it does. But you'll be able to sleep on the plane anyway, Ronnie. So, hey, it doesn't matter too much if you don't sleep that well tonight. You'll have a great time anyway. Good evening, Ace. How are you? How's your weekend been? What was the atmosphere like in Brighton this past weekend? The excitement and then, unfortunately, the disappointment for England. But, as I've been saying, Spain played very well indeed. And how was your Monday been, Ace? Pleasure to see you. You're curious as well. You hope it works, and otherwise you can sleep on the way to the airport. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's good to trust you, Ronnie. And as you say, plenty of other opportunities to get a little bit of shut-eye if it doesn't go your way tonight. Yes, of course. Sean, thanks so much for stopping by, albeit briefly. Appreciate you making the time to do that before your own stream. And enjoy your stream. I hope it's a lot of fun. If you're doing VG, then I hope the battles go well for you. Good luck, have fun. Thanks so much, Sean. See you next time. Have a merry rest of your day. It's been very rainy today, hasn't it, Ace? Oh, the weather right now, shocking. And all day, really, but especially the past hour or so, just... You can hear the heavy raindrops. Well, the heavy rain. The raindrops pattering on the windows. And I don't know what's going on. Mid-July. Quite literally mid-July. 15th. Such a shame. I'm glad you had a nice walk despite the rain, Ace. That is must have been very serendipitous given how poor the weather's been all day, so I'm glad you got out in time. Hope you have a good journey home as well. Your mother-in-law brings you to the airport. That's great, Ronnie. That's fantastic that your mother-in-law is helping out like that, especially that early in the morning. Pretty crazy last night, super busy around despite it being Sunday. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Always exciting how the anticipation sweeps the nation. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Yeah, I was in London yesterday, in the centre of London, and yeah, sometimes obviously that atmosphere can go a little bit far, but I think yesterday everyone was just in very good spirits. Everyone was very courteous to each other. The sun was shining, that helped massively, I've no doubt. Just lifts anyone's mood. I believe that humans are solar powered in more ways than we realise, especially when it comes to mood. And yeah, it was quite. There is that magic of football, sort of bringing everyone together sometimes. I was certainly feeling that yesterday. Pretty sunny where you are, Ronnie. Well, I'm very pleased to hear that. I'm glad you didn't have the washout that we've had elsewhere in Europe, especially the UK. Thanks for asking, Ace. I'm very well, thanks. I enjoyed the weekend. I was with my girlfriend for a lot of it. Went out for lunch on Saturday. We are playing all sorts of games, like we have this old DVD game of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Yeah, a DVD game. If you remember those. And we did pretty terribly, but it was fun to play through. We also played some Trivial Pursuit, played some Articulate, you know, that sort of thing. I was also getting some stuff done. I have the Bologna vlog actually ready now, hoping to release that later this week. My vlog casting, commentating at the special event at the beginning of June for competitive Pokemon video game in Bologna, Italy. I think it's... I always want to try and give people a peek behind the scenes, you know. So I hope you all enjoy that when it comes out. I'll keep you posted on when, but potentially Friday this week. We'll have to see. So I was getting that ready. I was doing other stuff. Getting a big sort of data crunching post for the podcast ready to go as well. Analysing the Pokemon choices of the first 10 guests and the common types, common Pokemon, etc. Excited to share that with you all as well. But beyond that, yeah, I had a reunion of people I haven't seen for about 10 years, a lot of them. Which was great. I mean, we just fit right back into our grooves, you know? When you're close to people, that just happens, doesn't it? It feels like you haven't had any time apart. And that was, by the river in London. It was a lot of fun. And then watched the football yesterday evening. So, been a good weekend. Thank you for asking, Ace. And looking forward now to being back streaming. Back with this interminable hunt. Which hopefully does find its terminus, reach its destination soon. 4.5 times over odds. Damien, welcome. Hello there. Apologies, you caught me going off on one just then, or going off on a long monologue. But always a pleasure to see you. How has your weekend been, Damien? And how have you been today? I saw that you got the shiny Dratini. Get in, excellent. That is a wonderful result. You must be so relieved after all of the hunting you've been doing. Let's hope that my luck follows suit shortly. But yes, for anyone who doesn't know, Damien has been shiny hunting Dratini, hatching eggs for ages. Very long time, plenty of Dratini seen, and just recently found it. Hatched the shiny Dratini. So, and you hatched 2 shiny Dratini in your batch. Well, there you go. It's like buses, isn't it, Damien? They come at once. Hopefully, given we're 4.5 times over odds, we'll get 4 shinies at once, maybe even 5. Time will tell. But congratulations again, Damien. You can sleep at your brother-in-law's place, but you won't sleep then. Yes. Yes. This is a thing, isn't it? Does everyone find this? Your first night sleeping in a new location, you tend not to sleep very well. Anyone else get that? I definitely get that. It's actually sort of been proven to be a common phenomenon, because I think it goes all the way back to the birth of early man sort of thing. And is your body trying to protect you because it's an unfamiliar environment, need to stay alert for potentially dangerous animals or whatever, of course, back in cave times. So yeah, I think it's an inbuilt thing for most people. But yeah, I think that's a wise decision, Ronnie. Sleep better in your own bed. Yeah, finish packing up all your bags, head to bed slowly. Good idea. Just a bit of winding down, crucial. I struggle to sleep if I don't have some wind down time. Tends to be actually while I start the streams a bit earlier, or have been the past week or so, because just need a little bit of time to decompress before actually going to bed, because I can struggle to sleep if I don't have some kind of time. You're all out, David. Hello, welcome. First of all, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. How was your weekend? How are you doing? How was your Monday? Thanks so much for joining me tonight for day 20. It's a big number. Not as big as 37,235, but still, you know, in terms of days, pretty big. You were out playing Pokémon Go yesterday, and you saw many people here in Philadelphia wearing England's soccer jerseys. That's great. Great that there was support. Great that there were people watching from over there. I'm not surprised. Can be quite a phenomenon, soccer. But thank you for reporting back on that, David. That's really interesting to hear. And how was the Pokemon Go Fest for you, David? Were we able to find shiny Necrozma? Were we able to get enough of the required energy to fuse for Dawn Wings or Duskmane? What other shinies did we find? Lay it on me, would love to know about everyone's Pokemon Go Fest experiences. You got a chance to listen to the latest episode of the podcast. Super interesting conversation. Ace, I'm so pleased that you thought that. I had a great time talking to Freya. Really inspiring talk. And I'm so glad that Freya's in the community there to help educate people about trans women like her. I'm glad that you got something out of it, Ace. And if you haven't watched it already, thank you for that sort of indirect publicity, by the way. The link to all of the Chazingdra Chats episodes are in the description. The link is in the description. Yes, the podcast is very simple format, talking about people in the Pokemon community's life stories, as well as the 6 Pokemon they would choose for their dream team. Not competitive, just the Pokemon that are most special to them in some way. Plenty of episodes there. TCG, Go, VG, Unite, casual players, shiny hunters, you name it. 14 episodes out. 15th episode coming out this week, featuring NAIC North American International Championship Go champion, Out of Pocket. I had a fun chat with Out of Pocket, nearly finished editing it, ready to upload and then release on Wednesday, as I always release the podcast episodes on Wednesdays. But I'm really pleased you enjoyed it, Ace. I hope that others did as well. 50 plus boxes, 90 plus hours. Wow, Damien. Well, you were owed 2. You deserved 2. Shiny Dratini, so fantastic work. And got my Dratini Horace here. Alright, Horace. Supporting you along the way as well. You do better in hotels, Damien. Wow, okay. Well, I hope your sleeping situation isn't too difficult right now. You're about to get home. When you're home, you're going to cook some food. Back in about half an hour. No worries, Ace. Enjoy preparing your meal. Looking forward to hearing what you're having. And see you very soon. You're playing the side order DLC in Splatoon 3. 30 floors you have to reach. Over the past 2 weeks, you've been falling at floor 12, 15 and below. Minutes ago, you just got to the highest floor. Hey! Well recounted, Damien. I was there with you every step of the way, hoping that you reached that highest floor. Very satisfying. Congratulations, Damien. 4:30 against the big boss fight. You're on the last phase and you lost. You were moments away from winning. Oh no. Well, I wish I'd read all of that before I said what I just said about you must be feeling great. That's very disappointing. But hey, look, you reached the highest floor. You can't expect to just breeze through the highest floor your very first time. So yeah, still, well done. I'm sure we'll get up there again soon. 6 AM work pattern. I see, so you wake up early in the morning. We're finding a lot of Miltank on this Emerald tonight. Just saying. I see. Yeah, it's annoying when your body is anticipating getting up early. Just like I was saying to Ronnie before with 3 AM alarm tomorrow. Also, Ronnie, of course, having such an early flight means that you will have that first day to actually enjoy in Spain. It's not like you'll be shortchanged by a day of travel, you know? Take it easy, obviously, but presumably that's what you plan to do on your holiday anyway, so yeah, it'll all be worth it. Once more, it'll all be worth it, Ronnie. That early wake-up time. Oop. Have you got thirsty butt pain? Yeah, absolutely, Damien. Well, again, take the rough with the smooth. Now then, let's place our bets. What's going to shine tonight? Normally I take inspiration from what I've just seen. I'm going to say Houndour tonight. As in, and tonight I wanted to actually sort of see what feeling I got as to what's going to shine. I have a feeling about Houndour. What do you all think? Houndour and Emerald up here. If you're joining for the first time, then welcome. Very good to see you. Appreciate you being here. 4day 20. If you're here because you saw my silly Safari skit video, Hope you enjoyed. I'm having a great time making those. Fun as they are to make. Would also quite like to find a shiny soon. Given that we're on day 20 of hunting in the Safari Zone. Safari week ended 2 weeks ago. More than. Just over 2 weeks ago. But we still haven't found a shiny, so we're still here. Anyway, you're very welcome, anyone who's new tuning in. And if you are new, then our targets are as follows. In Emerald, up here on the furthest left, we're going for Ledbetter. In Leaf Green, next to it, down here, Silver SP, we're going for Pinsir. Fire Red, the Game Boy Advance, the black Game Boy Advance SP next to the silver one, going for Kangaskhan / Tauros. And in the Green DS Soul Silver, we're going for Larvitar on screen right now. Not the shiny, but the Pokemon. But we'll see what shines. I obviously can't choose what decides to shine. We just leave it up to fate. And I do like shiny hunts like that. I do like shiny badge quests for that reason. Because you just don't know what you're going to encounter. Opens your eyes to new Pokemon that you maybe hadn't considered before using on a playthrough. Think Rhyhorn, Damien. Yep, good guess. Solid guess that. Anyone else? Any guesses for what's going to shine first? I was continuing with a playthrough of Pokemon Y that I'm doing last night. Just to remind myself of it more than anything. Really enjoying that. My team so far is Delphox. Foxes are my favourite animal. In London yesterday, I might have picked up a cuddly jellycat fox to be put away for my birthday relatively soon. It was just calling out to me, you know. I had seen this fox online, thought, that looks great, and then there it was when I walked past this shop. I decided, no, I don't need this. Very cute, but then I thought, maybe it's fate that I saw it. And if it's still there on my way back past the shop, maybe I'll pick it up. And it was. So, you know. I grabbed a spoon, as they say. And by a spoon, I mean a cuddly fox. Sergio, good evening. Very good to see you again. I'm very well, thanks, Sergio. I had a lovely weekend. How are you doing? How was your weekend? How has your Monday been? Or how is it going? We're day 20, Sergio. We're 4.5 times over odds. But this shiny can appear at any time. As I've got into the routine of doing, was watching some Safari Week content earlier. Bro Sidon's Safari Week compilation. As I was saying, unbelievable luck. Oh, goodness. So far in the video, the point I'm up to, 8 shinies found. Caught all 8. None of them fled. 3 shinies in one day that Poseidon found. There were 2 back-to-back 5% with a Parasect and a Pikachu in the Ruby Sapphire Emerald Safari Zone. Crazy. We're overdue some kind of luck. So maybe we'll be able to do something matching that. We could get 2 in one evening. Especially given how over odds we are. Your weekend was great. You took the girls to a trampoline park on Saturday. That's exciting. Then your wife went off on vacation with her college friends. That's lovely. All to yourself to play Pokemon and Elden Ring. Hey, little holiday for you as well. As your wife goes off on holiday. That's fantastic that she's spending time with her college friends. I hope they have a great time. Where have they gone on vacation? And I hope you very much enjoy doing your playthroughs of Pokemon and Elden Ring. What Pokemon specifically will you be playing, Sergio? Excited for you nonetheless. That's or excited for you either way. I mean, whatever you're playing. Sounds like a fantastic time. And trampoline park. Again, that sounds like a lot of fun. I bet your girls love that. Playing Violet, want to get the shiny Pikachu line. Cool. Yes, enjoy that mass outbreak event. Did we all get our shiny Alolan Raichu, Pikachu, Cantonian Raichu, Mimikyu? I'm still going for the Mimikyu myself. Magnus, welcome. Excited for 40k encounters. Please don't say that, Magnus, please. Please give me some hope. Very good to see you, Magnus. How are you doing? How's your day been and how has your weekend been? Place your bets as to what's going to shine. I'm saying Houndour in Emerald tonight. Currently shining hunting Pichu in Pokemon Silver. Yeah, of course, Damien. Yes, you said that would be your next quest. It must feel so good to move on to your next quest, having been on Dratini for so long. Tell me how that feels, because I'd love to know. It's a feeling I've been looking forward to for a very long time now. Hello, Jack. Welcome. Always a pleasure to see you. How has your Monday been? How has your weekend been? I believe you said that you were going to be working all weekend. But I hope you're able to have a little bit of downtime as well. Hope you've been able to process England's defeat in the Euros last night. Sergio, you got Mimikyu on the October Halloween event. Beautiful shiny, got both genders. Cool. So you're a bit of a completionist then, Sergio. You will try and get not only the whole line, but male and female, different forms presumably. You going for a shiny living dex? Yeah, I figured there's no better time really to try and shiny hunt Mimikyu than when the odds are so in your favour. If only the same could be said about this Safari Week. Your prediction is Sunken, Jack. Okay. Yeah. Good prediction. I could definitely see that happening. You're watching stream as you were, Magnus. Good. Well, I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that it's a nice compliment to your work. I hope it helps you work even. A little bit of chill vibes on the side. Don't have to look at a picnic basket. All the same route in Sinnoh. Sure, yeah. I've hatched that Dratini, Damien. Your Monday was good, Jack. You were able to have a day off. Excellent. Very pleased to hear. Weekend was very busy at work. Yeah, it does make sense due to the Euros final. But yeah, that's frustrating. But hey, you made it through. You're here tonight. Even though it's a little bit in reverse. I hope at least you can have a chill Monday evening as opposed to a chill weekend. Sergio, you trying to get them whenever possible, the shinies? Yes. Male, female Magikarps and Gyarados and the Golden Week Outbreak events. Yeah, fair enough. Never noticed the difference in the moustache until you put them side by side. Yeah, it's true, yeah. I can't remember which way around it is now. Is it the male has blue whiskers and the female, they're just that... the same colour as its underside, so to speak. That very pale yellow, almost a cream colour. Yeah, it's a cool difference. I love the differences between female and male Pokemon. Subtle things like Zubat's teeth. The male has bigger teeth. This is, I think, only from Generation 4 onwards. There are some very, very subtle ones. Like Well, I believe there was one to do with Milotic that might even only be in one. Yeah, something like only in Platinum, Heart Gold, and Soul Silver. Milotic is different in some way. I can't remember what way that is now. Anyway, yeah, just the attention to detail. I think attention to detail is often the thing that goes the furthest in anything, really. In anything that you want to enjoy, the attention to detail just makes it all the more absorbing. And really deepens your love for that particular thing, be it a franchise or a particular game or story. And we all know that the attention to detail in Pokemon games is stunning. And I have no doubt that that is the main reason why it's such an enduring franchise. Also because, of course, I'd say the number one reason people play Pokemon and enjoy it, keep coming back to it, is nostalgia. If I didn't have such fond memories playing Pokemon when I was younger, I doubt I'd be... Well, maybe I'd still be playing it tonight. Playing it these days. I don't know if I'd be streaming it or not. But you know, because you know it's that random shiny that we find, or getting lost inside something like Mount Mortar and then coming across the trainer who gives you a Tyrogue. Particular favourite berry tree based on locations in Generation 2 or Generation 3, or secret base in Generation 3. All of these things are so important. Welcome in everyone who's just joining. Thank you for being here. We were just talking about attention to detail and how important that is in terms of getting people wrapped up in whatever it is they're playing or reading or what have you. And of course, a huge, huge emphasis on attention to detail in the Pokemon games. You need to hunt for Pichu, but you don't want to. Do you? Well, you don't need to hunt for it if you don't want to, Jack. Shouldn't be too bad. Pichu is still bigger than something like Tynamo. Tynamo with that very similar shiny as well. Difficult to hunt that. I have not shiny hunted Tynamo yet. Maybe I will at some point. At least in Scarlet and Violet, where you can see it in the overworld. Easy to miss since there's no shiny sparkle sound in Generation 9. Which I like. Makes it more of a challenge. You like the male-female difference of Meowstic? Yes, I remember you saying, Indeedee and other people, where stats are different. Other Pokemon, I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean, Jack. I also like the more subtle ones, though, I've got to say. But yeah, Meowstic's design is fantastic. Sabrina, good evening. Pleasure to have you here, as always. Thank you for the shiny luck. Let's see if it bears fruit tonight. Sabrina, how's your day been? How has your weekend been? Hope you've had a good one. Male Garchomp to female. Now, one of them has a little notch in the fin, right? In the dorsal fin. And I can't remember which one it is now. Does the male have the notch? Can't remember now, Damien. Did I watch the Euro Cup final, Sergio? What are my thoughts? Cyrus even wore black for his stream from how sad he felt. I'm not surprised that Lee wore black. I gotta say, though, I just think Spain were the better team. I did watch it last night. Enjoyed it. I thought England still played well. I just think Spain played better. So I can't be too upset, really. Really, in any match, you want the better team to win. Because even if you're a long-time supporter of a particular team and they're just playing worse, then when they do win, it just feels a bit hollow, doesn't it? It feels just like a fluke. So yeah, obviously disappointed for them, but I think they probably know as well that the better team ultimately won. How about you, Sergio? Were you watching, or did you catch up on it? What were your thoughts? And has Osiris found that shiny Deoxys yet? Found a lot of Tauros tonight in Fire Red too. Generation 4, you and your friend used to be in the underground, used to steal your flag. That's not so. What, you played a sort of capture the flag style game, did you, Damien? Favorite Pokemon for male and female differences, anyone? As Jack asks in the chat. Do you have a favourite female/male form of a particular Pokemon that has a difference in appearance depending on the gender? Or the sex of the Pokemon? Male Mamoswine having bigger tusks over the female. Interesting. Interesting, Damien. Yep. Similar to the Zubat style of male-female difference. Yes. Okay, so it is Garchomp. Male Garchomp has that notch in the dorsal fin. Yeah, it's a really cool touch, that. Hello, Sam. Very good to see you. How has your weekend been? And how has your day been? Hopefully you and Sabrina bringing the shiny luck tonight. Very much hope so. Been dreadful weather, hasn't it? But, or at least in the UK it has. But oh well, we're staying cozy indoors. My player character is not indoors, and, you know, spiritually I'm not indoors. I'm shiny hunting in the Safari Zone. And as my video today said, like the football, can't come home until I find a shiny. I am saying it's going to be the Houndour that shines tonight. Damien reckons Rhyhorn. Sunkern is what Jack thought. Any other predictions? Yes, love your picture there, Sam the Psyduck. It was a good picture of a Psyduck. Very endearing. Female Heracross, yes, the heart-shaped horn, of course. Good one. Going into your base, taking a flag, and playing the scene as you chase him. That's a lot of fun. Capture the flag style. I so enjoyed the Grand Underground in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I've spent ages down there. Not only useful for completing the Pokedex, but those digging challenges in the walls, getting fossils and things that you can sell, or those statue boxes, of course. I love the chibi style as well. Looking forward to playing that game again at some point. Relatively soon, hopefully. You did watch the match, Sergio. You love Sunday just because you got to watch the Euro Cup and Copa America as well. Yeah, absolutely. Argentina beating Colombia was amazing. Yeah, I bet that was a thrilling match, Sergio. Fantastic match. Now this Dojo. No, it's not shiny. Have to be careful. The last thing I want to do is run from a shiny when I do finally find one. Saw Brosidon in his video get a shiny Dojo today. Or, you know, whenever he hunted it, but I watched it today. Good to have a reminder of these shinies, so I can pick up on them if I miss the sparkles. Of course, the Euros and the Copa America were only two sporting events that happened yesterday. We had the Wimbledon final as well. Any Wimbledon fans? Any tennis fans here? Watching Alcaraz win. What a phenomenal... Well, it's 21, I think he is. Just incredible. That talent. Love tennis. I love when Wimbledon's on, it just feels, I don't know, homely. It's just comforting to know it's on, even if I don't have time to watch that day, etc. A friend from Greece says there's heat waves. Wow. I hope that everyone's safe and staying as cool as they can in Greece. You had a good GoFest weekend. Thank you very much, Sabrina. I did have a good weekend and day as well. Thank you. Yeah. I saw some people I haven't seen for 10 years yesterday. Had a little reunion, which was delightful. Really nice weather yesterday as well, unlike today. Spent a lot of time with my girlfriend, playing games, and, Articulate, and a bit of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and Trivial Pursuit, that sort of thing. As well as getting some work done. My Bologna vlog that I made of the competitive VG video game Pokémon Bologna special event at the start of June. Ready to go! Hopefully releasing on Friday. So it's been productive and fun this weekend, thanks Sabrina. And today, beginning the next episode of the podcast, ready to go. Of course, episodes release every Wednesday, so the first half of the week tends to be relatively busy. It's with Out of Pocket, the North American International Championships Pokemon Go champion. Had a really fun chat with him. Looking forward to you all hearing. So thanks so much for asking, Sabrina. And anyone else can participate in GoFest this past weekend? How were your experiences? What finds did you make? Did you get shiny in a Crozma? Crozma in itself, whether it's shiny or not, is still an amazing find. So I hope everyone was pleased with what they did get. Interesting question, Sergio. Did I eat anything while watching the match? I think I just had dinner while watching the match, to be honest. I was just at home, so it was fairly straightforward. I had, what did I have? I think I just had, a smoked salmon and egg salad. Which was delicious. So yeah, a bit more than just the peanuts that you were snacking on there, Sergio. Hope you had a substantial meal as well. Need to plug in my Game Boy Advance SP here. There we go. Very pleased for Alcaraz, Luke. Yeah. Seemed like maybe Djokovic wasn't really... I don't know, he looked like he was struggling yesterday. I don't know if it was the heat, if he wasn't feeling 100%. It just... I only was able to catch a tiny bit of the Wimbledon final, the Wimbledon men's final yesterday. But from what I saw, yeah, Djokovic looked like he was struggling when he doesn't normally. I also missed the women's singles final on Saturday. But I've thoroughly enjoyed watching Wimbledon the past couple of weeks. Always enjoy it when it's on. So, Damien, your version of watching the tennis is Mario Tennis Aces. Can't say, you like playing Mario Tennis Aces. I can't say I've ever played that myself, or even watched it, but I'm sure a Mario twist on tennis is great fun. And speaking of Mario twists on sporting events, course, there was that Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, wasn't there? Good number of years ago now, but we've got the Olympics this summer too. So much sport happening this summer. Olympics, even if you're not the sportiest person like me, just seeing some of these people at the peak of their athletic prowess is just a very special thing. Looking forward to watching the Olympics very much indeed. Federer's record remains intact for another year. Yeah, it's true, yeah. Federer. What a treat it always was to watch Federer play tennis. Such grace and elegance moving about the court. Yes, I'm glad that you have Pokemon Silver on your 3DS now as well, Damien, yeah. I still have my childhood Pokemon Silver copy. I had the battery replaced. I would like to do my Silver Dream Team quest on that cartridge. Because that'd be special. Doing a Dream Team quest on your childhood copy of your favourite. Probably your favourite game of all time. Pokemon Silver for me. Just watching me with my Game Boy Advance made you excited. You're on Analog Pocket. Oh, right. Nice, yes. There we go. I hope you enjoy that, Sergio. Mario Tennis games are arguably the best tennis games on any console. Wow, Luke. High praise indeed. How do they, retain the what makes tennis tennis, but also add that Mario spin? How do they do that? We're finding a lot of power sets tonight in Leaf Green. I watched Poseidon catch a 5% shiny power set earlier. Maybe that's a good omen. Can't wait to play your Pokemon Blue, Yellow and Silver, as well as Metal Gear Solid. Oh yeah. Metal Gear Solid. Were you in stream the other day, Sergio, when I was talking about playing Metal Gear Solid with my brother? It's a tradition that we've kept up the past few years. Enjoy doing a playthrough together. Oops. Ultra Smash 2. Ghost Babel. No, I didn't actually. We're just now we're about to beat the third game. And we haven't gone beyond that, so thank you for asking, Sergio, but not yet, no. Is that one of your favourites? And how come, if so? Hello Ace, welcome back. You've got your dinner. You didn't miss anything in terms of shinies. No shinies yet. Just been enjoying vibing with the chat as always. What are you having for dinner, Ace? Hope you have a tasty one. Now then, what should we start by discussing? As I said earlier, I am doing a casual playthrough of Pokemon Y at the moment. What's everyone's favourite Generation 6 Pokemon? For me, I have a few specific favourites, I think, in Generation 6. Unlike other generations where there are plenty that vie for that title. But, so for me, it's going to be between Dragalge, Aurorus, and Fennekin. Probably specifically Fennekin rather than Braixen or Delphox. I love the whole line. I think it's a really cool idea for a line. But, yeah, Fennekin speaks to me the most for some reason, for whatever reason. And I think my answer will be... I think it has to be Dragalge, really. I realise that my favourite Pokemon is Kingdra, and it's another Seahorse-based Pokemon, but hey, just goes to show I really love Seahorses. I really love that design. Poison Dragon as well. Such a cool combination. Also, I mean, competitively you barely see it, but adaptability is such a cool ability. Stacking with Terrestrialization as well, potentially. I've tried to make that work myself, but to no avail. I really like Carbink as well, actually. Rock Fairy. It's a very pleasing Pokemon, I find. Anyway. Let me just catch up on these. So, the main game of Ghost Babel is phenomenal. Top-down version of missions in the game. Okay. Sounds great, Sergio. Yeah, I'm sure we'll enjoy it when we finally get there. Though we also, sometimes, me and my brother do play Splinter Cell. So a similar vibe, but different game. And we might play a Splinter Cell game next. But yeah, I'll report back to him about your thoughts on Ghost Babel. Sounds really interesting. Yeah, you're right. I did do 3 backflips, Damien. So Ace, I'm afraid you did miss out. Actually, didn't remember that when you first asked, but oh well, I can go back and catch the VOD later if you want to. Video on demand, if you want to see those, I guess. If you're interested. Very arcadey with their specialised smash is nice, and the ability to get 2 shots that aren't humanly possible. Classic Mario silliness. Yes, Mario Tennis this is. Sounds fun. Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun with friends. A good party game. Simple dinner, ramen and chicken. Nice, Ace. Nice. Simple is always good. Simplicity, done well. Can't beat that. Which is actually something I say in my Bologna vlog coming out hopefully on Friday. Just a broken record over here. So, these favourite Generation 6 Pokemon. Aegislash for you, Damien. Very cool Pokemon. Remember when Ghost Steel was first revealed as a type? Because that was the first Pokemon that combined those types, I believe. It's just a cool combination, isn't it? Noivern and Slurpuff for you, Ace. Interesting. What a combination. And Slurpuff super effective against Noivern. Very cool Pokemon though. Noivern. Great name as well. Great design. Yeah. I believe because the Gen 6 plush are coming. They've already been released elsewhere in the world. I think in Japan and Korea at least. And the Noibat plush sold out. It was one of the first to sell out, I think, of the entire Generation 6 roster of Pokemon. And Slurpuff. How come Slurpuff, Ace? It's cool, as one of the first fairy types ever introduced, and a pure fairy at that. It's a lovely, silly Pokemon, Slurpuff. I didn't mention Aromatisse, actually. That's up there for me as well. Maybe not quite as up there for me as the others I mentioned. Dragalge, Aurorus, and Fennekin. But I do think Aromatisse is a very cool Pokemon. So, Horlucha for you, Jake. Very cool. And what a shiny. Fighting Flying. First time they combined those two types. And Flying Press, the way that move works. Super effective. Whichever would be super effective will activate, sort of thing. Such a cool concept. Interesting when moves slightly bend the standard type chart like that. Like Freeze Dry. It would be interesting to get more moves like that. Because it could suddenly turn a Pokemon competitively viable, almost. Certainly improve matchups dramatically. Just from that one move. Fascinating. Seahorse trend click, Sergio? Yeah, exactly. Possibly my favourite sea creature, actually, is Octopus. I'm fascinated by Octopus. I read this amazing book called Other Minds. All about, well, really about evolution of animals starting way, way back. You know, billions of years ago. Maybe trillions of years ago. And how Octopus came to be so intelligent, essentially. And how resourceful they are. Thoroughly recommend that book, Other Minds. But yeah, Seahorse definitely up there as well. Honedge for you, Sam. Ah, Pyroar for you, Luke. Yeah, cool. Very cool one. Really diverse options here. My girlfriend calls Litleo soft baby because it just looks like a soft baby, which it does. And yeah, the mains of male and female. Love it. In Pokemon Scarlet, in the Blueberry Academy, I found a random shiny Litleo, which was female, have a shiny female Pyroar. My star sign is Leo, so I do have a soft spot for Lion Pokemon too. Splinter Cell, Sergio, exactly! First one on GameCube was a little too tough for you. Okay, yeah. Well, I guess at the age that you would have been. Yeah, tough games. Very tough games. My brother and I only started playing Splinter Cell when we were a bit older, I think. We came back to Metal Gear Solid and Splinter Cell once the games have been released for a little while. So I think that sort of helped us have a slightly easier time playing them. Just more, yeah, that little bit older. Sylveon for you, Pete, and welcome, Pete. Hello, always good to see you. How has your Monday been? How has your weekend been? Sylveon, fantastic choice. Real challenge to get Eevee to evolve into Sylveon in Generation 6. And I love that. I love any challenge that Pokemon presents to us. Because it makes the ultimate bond with that Pokemon once it's evolved, or whatever it may be, hatched, or etc., that much stronger. Jolteon is your favourite Pokemon currently. And you don't know Generations, Katie. No, fair enough. Well, Jolteon's Generation 1. Thanks so much for hopping back in the chat, Katie. Jolteon's your favourite Pokemon currently. It's cool that your favourite Pokemon changes. What do you like about Jolteon, Katie? That's a fantastic answer. I wonder what Jamie's favourite Pokemon is, actually. I'm not sure we've talked about that specifically, Jamie and I. You just like it, no particular reason. Nice. Fair enough, yeah. We don't need to know why necessarily sometimes. Different Pokemon, different generations, different moves, what have you. Just speak to us for whatever reason. You gotta go, Sergio. You work as you're travelling to... Oh, wow, okay. I'm working IT equipment. Sure. Well... Thanks so much for stopping by, Sergio. Have a very merry rest of your day. Hope to see you very soon. Always a pleasure to talk to you about Metal Gear Solid, Splinter Cell, whatever it may be. Take care, Sergio. Thanks. In a galaxy far, far away, you had to fight a giant octopus in the final boss fight in Splatoon 3 Side Order. That is a galaxy far, far away, Damien. It sounds like a cool boss, though. Difficult boss. I think inherently octopus, when they are a boss in any kind of game or anything like that, just sound like they'd be tough. Monday was good. Lurking as always, of course. Of course, Pete. Well, you're very welcome to lurk here in this stream. Pleasure to have you here. Weekend was fun, running around a forest playing airsoft. Oh, cool, okay. Thank you, Pete. Thank you. Yes, let's hope I get a shiny soon. As I've been saying, the eternal cry. I'm saying that for the past 3 weeks now. Wow. It looks cute, and you like the electric type, Katie. Cool. Yeah. Well, good reasons. Very cool Pokemon, Jolteon. I think, here's another question. The first Eevee that we all had, whichever game that might have been, what do we evolve it into? For me, it was Pokemon Blue, and I evolved my Eevee into Flareon, the fire type. What about everyone else? Of course, depending on when you started playing, it might have been Espeon, Umbreon, might have been Sylveon, Glaceon, Leafeon. As well as, or one of the originals. Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon. That's what we evolve our first Eevee into. In Generation 2, I evolved my Eevee into Espeon. I love the design of Espeon. One of my favourite psychic types. It's difficult for Gen 2 because there's also Naruto and Zato, and I do love that line. But Gen 2, I was really set on evolving my Eevee into an Espeon. Which I did, and it felt so good. How about everyone else? Glaceon in Gen 4, Pete. Nice! Glaceon, well, Ice is my favourite type, so possibly Glaceon is my favourite Eevee, evolution of Eevee, but I don't know, as I say, Espeon I do have a real soft spot for. I remember trying to build a competitive Glaceon in Generation 4. I say competitive, just, you know, actually giving thought to the moveset. Whether it would actually work in official competitive Pokemon, I'm not sure. But, Dig is a coverage move. Hail to activate the Snow Cloak ability. As well as make Blizzard 100% accurate. What's the other one? It might have been light screen or something like that. Or barrier, yes. That's it, yes. It gets barrier. It was the last move it learns in Generation 4, I think. Or in Platinum, anyway. I believe I'm right in saying, anyway. You like Jigglypuff and Mr. Mime too. Yeah, they're fun Pokemon, aren't they, Katie? I do have a soft spot for Mr. Mime. Jigglypuff, you can't go wrong. Cute and round, fluffy. Tom! Good to see you, Tom. Thanks so much for stopping by the stream. Yes, Tom. Look at that number. 37,891. I can't even speak. The numbers are so high, and I've been in the Safari Zone for so long. But appreciate you stopping by to say hello, Tom. How are you doing? Have you started your 2025 competitive season? Appreciate you stopping by the stream. How was your weekend as well? It didn't come home, but hey, Spain did play very well. And how has your Monday been? Good to see you, my man. We were talking, Tom, about the first... Our first Eevee, what we evolved that Eevee into. And for me, it was Flareon in Generation 1, Pokemon Blue. How about for you? And also, everyone, if you are enjoying the stream, please do like and subscribe. All of those things go a long way. Would really appreciate it. And all sorts of things linked below. My socials, my Discord community. It would be a pleasure to see any of you there. Where we can all hang out off stream, talk about Shinies, also competitive Pokemon, any Pokemon trivia we come across. Got my Patreon link below as well if you want to support me as a content creator. Got the event vlogs that I film for the commentating that I do for competitive Pokemon video game. But fundamentally, just appreciate you all being here tonight to support the stream. So thank you so much. Probably Vaporeon for you, Damien. Cool. Excellent Pokemon, that. You like Umbreon as well, Katie? Yeah, great Pokemon. Definitely a very popular Pokemon. Certainly very popular for Chazingdra chats. The podcast I do, which again, if you're new, welcome, and as well as all the things I said just then. My podcast where I talk to people in the Pokemon community about their life story and the 6 Pokemon they choose for their dream team. New episode coming out this week with Out of Pocket, the North American International Championships Pokemon Go champion. So looking forward to you all hearing that. I had a fun chat with Out of Pocket. And yes, Umbreon has been chosen by a great many guests, actually, on Chazingdra Chats for their dream team. In one case, at least, as the partner Pokemon as well. Always have an illuminating time talking to the guests on Chazingdra Chats. And you learn a lot about someone from their Pokemon choices, and I have guests from all spheres of competitive Pokemon, as well as shiny hunting, casual players. And by all spheres, you know, I mean Pokemon Go, TCG, VG, Unite. So yeah, something for everyone, I hope. Want the show to have as broad an appeal as possible. So if you, or someone else you know, is a Pokemon fan in some capacity, I think you'll enjoy the show. And do tell anyone you know about it if you think they'd be interested. Umbreon is your favourite, Luke, as well. Yes, as I was saying, very popular choice, makes sense. You got 2 locals this week, Tom. Good luck for the locals. Great that you're getting in and getting those championship points, or trying to get those championship points as early as you can. 2 locals as well. Wow. Good for you. Without giving too much away, what sort of thing are you cooking up, Tom? What restricted Pokemon do you have your eye on in Regulation Set G? And yeah, what are your thoughts right now on the format? What are your thoughts on approaching worlds and etc.? Certainly didn't come home, Tom. Yeah. Alas. And Jolteon for you as well, Tom. Okay. Good spread there, actually. Good spread. Now, I asked a little bit ago about our favourite Generation 6 Pokemon. Let's work up from there. Let's ask about Generation 7 Pokemon now. What's everyone's favourite Generation 7 Pokemon? Trying to get back to this area in as few steps as possible. There we go. Volbeat with Illuminate to the front. Play on the white flute in order to up the encounter rate. Find a shiny sooner rather than later. I say that, but we are nearly 38,000 encounters in. Not to scare anyone, but we are. My favourite Generation 7 Pokemon. So, Oranguru is up there for me. I also just competitively Instruct is such a cool and threatening move. What else is there? Oh, Drampa. I love Drampa. Normal Dragon. So good. Love the design. I love that typing, Normal and Dragon. And the first time we'd seen that as well in Drampa. Really enjoyed that Pokemon. I think those are 2 clear standouts for me. Yeah, so I'll stick with one of those for now. If I had to choose one, then probably Oranguru. I love it, and that's a part normal type as well. I do like the normal type. It's my 5th favourite type, I would say, if anyone's interested. I love the design, I love the lore around it. It sort of gives instructions in the forest, very sage Pokemon. And again, that move Instruct. Making a Pokemon that's already moved. Or a Pokemon use a move twice in a row. Depending on the speed order with the Oranguru and when it moves using Instruct. Then the Pokemon it uses Instruct on will move. So that means, you know, especially if your Oranguru has Earthquake as telepathy as an ability, as its ability, then you can have multiple Earthquakes in a turn and your Oranguru doesn't take any damage, which is something I enjoyed using last year, or well now, 2 seasons ago, that's very strange to say, 2023, with Ting Lu in Trick Room, Instruct, Earthquake, Instruct, Earthquake. Very, very, very threatening. It was good into the metagame at that time anyway. Anyway, that's enough of my rambling. What about everyone else's Generation 7 favourite Pokemon? So, Torracat for you, Ace, yeah, makes sense. You're running Zamazenta, yeah! I'm a big Zamazenta fan as well. Not just competitively, Tom, but also the lore and the fact that, I don't know, Pokemon Shield was my Generation 8 game, so always had that soft spot for Zamazenta. But I totally agree. Really enjoy Zamazenta in Regulation G. Balance, otherwise. I think that's your plan for Worlds. Yeah, nice. Looking forward to the practice. Yeah, good to practice in these local events before the big one with Worlds this summer. And some championship points alongside, potentially as a bonus. 38,000, everyone. Woohoo! My voice really went a bit wobbly there. Let's try that again. Woohoo! There we go. Try to do a bit lower. 38,000 encounters. Goodness gracious. Approaching 5 times over odds. Anyway, welcome, Evan. Good to see you. How are you? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure to have someone new here. How's your day been? How's your weekend been? Thanks so much for stopping by. Yes, we're still going in Safari Week because we still don't have a shiny. What's your background, Evan? You a shiny hunter? You a competitive player? You a casual player? Rowlet for you, Pete. Yeah, nice. I think Rowlet is probably my favourite first partner Pokemon from Generation 7. I like owls. Round Owlet. I mean, what's not to love? So cute. Mimikyu, Sabrina, yes, of course. You have quite the impressive Mimikyu selection. Actually, Sabrina, I think you'd be proud of me because this, today and Friday, I was shiny hunting for Mimikyu with the Outbreak event. And, certainly Friday I was anyway. Still don't have one, actually. Still haven't found one. But the hunt continues. What better time to try and get a shiny Mimikyu than the event this past weekend? Once again, Sabrina, your just read Sam's message. Your Mimikyu plush collection is so impressive. But it's very welcome seeing all of those Mimikyu plush after a difficult day, after a long, hard day of work. Right, time to reset leaf green. And Lycanroc for you, Sam. Yeah, great option. Great option. Lycanroc is quite fun and competitive Pokemon as well. Paired with Tyranitar, Sand Rush, Rock Slide. Can be nasty, but fun to play anyway. Less fun to play against, perhaps. Right, Flute activated. Good. Start with Illuminate at the front. Oops, no Pokeblock. Run from Teddiursa. Good. Okay, so we've done Generation 6 and 7. You know what's coming. Favourite Generation 8 Pokemon. Quite easy for me. There are so many I like, but I do have the biggest soft spot for Phalanx. For a few reasons. A, top tier design. B, based on a Roman phalanx military formation. And also based on the lost 9th Legion from Rome, I believe, that got lost somewhere in Roman Britain, and then all records of them sort of disappear. Phalanx is also kind of based on that. I think it's a clever name based on that. They link together, and it's a phalanx, So phalanx. Also, fighting type Pokemon don't tend to be my favourite, but the design of phalanx is just so good. Possibly because it's quite different from other fighting types that, yeah, huge fan. The shiny just looks like scoops of chocolate ice cream with banana. It's very cute. Where they march. Yeah, love phalanx. You're going to have to go for the night, Ace. Sure. Well, thank you for joining. Always a pleasure to see you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And have a merry rest of your day. Thanks, Ace. See you soon. Yamper. Cannot go wrong with a cute doggo. Sure, no, good point, Pete. Good point. And it is very cute. I also like Nickit. I love foxes, as you can tell. Salah, my Vulpix up here. How's it going, Salah? Yeah. Good to see you. I mean, there are so many I like. My first partner Pokemon of choice was Sobble. I think Inteleon's a really cool design. I'm a big fan of Ice-Q as well. Well, Pokemon Trainer Emerald, welcome. Good to see you. Another newcomer to the chat. Appreciate you hopping in. How are you doing? Thanks so much for being here. Hope you're enjoying your Monday and you had a good weekend. We are 20 days into our Safari Zone hunting. No, that's not shiny. That Parasect. We're way more than we're nearly double 20,000 encounters. 20,000 encounters. Good to see you, Pokemon Trainer Emerald. The Safari videos on Twitter are funny. Thanks so much. I'm glad you're enjoying them. They're a lot of fun to make. Just, trying to make the most of being stuck in the Safari Zone. So pleased you enjoy. So pleased you find them funny. I enjoy writing little skits like that. Early YouTube when people record from actual cameras. That's right. Thanks so much, Pokemon Trainer Emerald. What a lovely comment. As long as we don't find a shiny, those skits will keep coming. And to be honest, even if we do, I'm sure I'll make skits about something else. So, but appreciate it. Thank you, Emerald. And again, welcome into the chat. So, what's your background? Are you a shiny hunter? Are you a casual player? Are you a competitive player? How did you find the stream? Was it through the videos on X? Very good to have you here. Cramorant is your favourite, Jake. What a silly guy, yeah. Silly, fun Cramorant. Good choice. Sam, of course, agrees with Jake. Being a fan of ducks. Now, Cramorant is, of course, based on a cormorant rather than a duck, but there's a similarity there. Silly bird. Let me just look at your profile picture, Sam, with that Psyduck. Thank you for the luck as well, Emerald. Yes, one does have to shine. Alright, well, we move ever onwards, everyone. Time for favourite Generation 9 Pokemon. Favourite from the current generation. I'm sure you all know by now. But my favourite... Well, technically it's Mousehold, but here's Tanomouse. Look at how cute they are. Look at how fluffy they are. Name them Troy and Gabriella after High School Musical. Did you want to say something into the microphone there? Oh, feeling a bit shy now. No worries. Well, there they are. Comfy Cuddler. Tanomouse. And yes, Troy and Gabriella after High School Musical. Loved those songs when I was younger. Still do. I thought it would be a fun name for Tanomouse. Ducks are cool, Jake. There you go. Ducks are so cool, yes. Duck spam in chat. Provided by Sam and Jake. #1 duck fans. So... Favourite Generation 9 Pokemon, everyone. Yeah, with Mousehold, I think... Like Phalanx, of course, it's a Pokemon that's composed of multiple individuals. Which isn't necessarily something I always go for, but in the case of Phalanx and Mousehold and Tanomouse, certainly is. I just think it's so cute. I have one in my party. They're cute anyway. Then they evolve, get two even smaller ones joining them. Love it. Population. Also, I love it competitively because, of course, can be more supportive, can be more offensive with Population Bomb or Friend Guard, Superfang, that sort of stuff. Follow me. So yeah, competitive-wise and well, because of its competitive competitive options, I should say, as well as its design and general lore. They divide their food exactly in half. I mean, come on. That is so sweet. Mousehold is my favourite. But how about everyone else? Favourite Generation 9 Pokemon? So, first of all, Emerald, you're an all-round kind of trainer. Been playing since the beginning. Got your first own game in Emerald. That makes sense based on your online name here. Love your little icon as well. The Generation 3 player character. Very cool. Watched VG since 2010. Nice. Finally started battling in Sword and Shield, but did some online competition. Okay. Very similar to me then, Pokemon Trainer Emerald. In terms of being an all-round kind of Pokemon fan, yeah. I commentate events for Pokemon in the video game. Competitive Pokemon, that is. As well as, of course, enjoying shiny hunting and the less intense pursuits that Pokemon has to offer. Just generally, the various activities that the games have to offer. I just love the world. Love the games. So yeah, very good to have you here. My Discord community is linked below, Emerald, and anyone else who's interested in hopping in. Would be a pleasure to see you there. It's a very chill time. We talk about shinies we have. We talk about competitive side of things. Anything to do with Pokemon, as I've just been saying. Pokemon trivia. Chazindra's Chocolate Factory is the name. People in there are called the Merri folk, after my surname. That was the name suggested by Jake. Thank you very much, Jake, for that. Yeah, it'd be a pleasure to see you and anyone else who wants to be there. Got to be Iron Hands for you, Jake. The high fives that fella gives. Yeah, I'm not sure I'd want to be on the receiving end of one of those Iron Hands high fives, I've got to say. Got to say, Jake. Just so powerful. Potentially shocking as well, being an electric type. Electric hand fighting. But still, that's a really fun option. Charcadet or Clodsire. It's so close, you couldn't pick just one, Pete. Very cool options, very different options. Clodsire is so cute. Charcadet, also cute, but also, I don't know, powerful. It just sort of, you get that sense from Charcadet, don't you? Whereas Clodsire is overtly cute, Charcadet is sort of cute in a clearly powerful, clearly striving to be strong kind of way. Both great Pokemon, great options. Yeah, Damien, you got to get in that Discord server. Don't know what you're doing. Would love to see you there. It would be ideal for you. Hope to see you there soon. You also shiny hunt throughout the different games. Some methods you prefer more than others. Into ribbon collecting as well. Cool. And you see me on the live streams. Ah, nice. Great. Well, yes. We're going to get on it very well, Emerald. Ribbon collecting, that's such a fantastic pursuit. I guess approaching a year ago now, actually, in September, mid-September 2022. No, 2023, last year. Got Shiny Kyogre and Emerald, and I might just try and get lots of ribbons, or at least the contest ribbon, etc. on that. Don't know if I transfer it up, because obviously it can't go back to its original generation. And Kyogre is obviously just iconic for Generation 3, so... Cool that you shiny hunt. And what methods do you prefer, Emerald? What do you tend to go for? Sinisty for you in Generation 8 and Toad School, but very hard to pick for both gens. Well, really cool options there, Sabrina. Sinisty. Yeah. What a fun Pokemon. Toad School is so fun as well. So silly. Runs so fast. Amazing that Toad Scroll and maybe Toad School as well, and Torterra, the only lines that have grass and ground Pokemon, I believe. Needs to be better at hydrating during the streams. I'm struggling so many things. Encounters, running away, doing the counter on screen. But yes. Need to take more frequent sips. Do chuck in your guesses as to what's going to shine everyone tonight. I'm sticking with my Houndour and Pokemon Emerald. If we find a shiny tonight, that is. Wow, I've just had a flashback to, I mean, not very far, about a month, but playing through this copy of Leaf Green that I've got on my Silver SP, because it was a relatively recently acquired copy. And basically from the start of the game through to the Safari Zone, in order to do Safari Week. And here we still are. It's been very nice doing a playthrough of Pokemon Y on the side. Just to actually play through a game rather than just shiny hunt. It's all about the balance and the variety when it comes to Pokemon. That's something it does better than so many other games. Potentially the best. So, done Generation 9. I know this is a massive question, everyone, but time for Generation 1. What's our favourite Generation 1 Pokemon? Oof. It's so difficult. I mean, I think a lot of people will probably think about their first partner Pokemon of choice. Now, that time I ran away just then. The previous Raticate wasn't shiny, was it? On the Soul Silver. I think I might just be, you know, kidding myself because it's been so long, but, well, you know, just being overly cautious, but, out of the corner of my eye as I ran away, I thought, oh, does that look more red than usual? I think I'd have noticed, though. But everyone did, if anyone did see any shiny sparkles when I encountered the couple of Raticates ago, then do put me out of my misery. Yeah, so I mean, my favourite first partner, and probably my favourite, therefore my favourite Gen 1 Pokemon, just because it's so iconic, was Squirtle. But if I'm not including first partners, then yeah, Porygon is a great shout, Pete. No shiny rat. Good. Thank you, Jake. I really appreciate you checking that. Goodness. Also, there's a little heart icon that's covering up the no there. So what I saw was, I went back and checked shiny rat. And I thought, oh no. But no shiny rat. Good. Really appreciate you checking again. Chansey's favourite Gen 1 and Jake. Well, that makes sense. Once more, because Blissey, of course, is your overall favourite Pokemon. Yes, I think Porygon is a great shout. Pete, and you reckon also Pete, the Nidoran or Nidorina is going to be the shiny. Does kind of count as two guesses, but we'll see. I also love Lapras. There's Lapras up there. I do love Vulpix as well, which of course is up there too. If I'm excluding Squirtle, then maybe... Probably Vulpix, you know. I've always thought that in a sort of Detective Pikachu-esque world, where everyone has a Generation 1 Pokemon, it seems. No, not necessarily Generation 1, but there are quite a few Generation 1 partner Pokemon in there. Riding around on their shoulder and what have you, then Vulpix would be the one for me. Warm cuddles. I love foxes. Great design. Found a shiny Alpha Vulpix on Legends Arceus when I was shiny hunting for Vulpix, and then got more than I bargained for with the shiny Alpha. Amazing. Which I'll never evolve, because of course you can find the shiny Ninetales in the volcano area of the Cobalt Coastlands. Also, because I played I played Pokemon Blue when I was younger. I'm really mixing up my words today. I guess the day's just catching up with me. And Vulpix was a Pokemon Blue exclusive. Some point I'll probably do a Leaf Green Dream Team quest. Squirtle and Vulpix will probably be on that team. But watch this space. The whole icon catches you out from time to time as well, Pete. Yeah. Sometimes the positioning just isn't great, is it? But, there you go. Never had much luck with Alpha Shiners on Legends Arceus. Always got the evolutions from outbreaks. Yeah, Alpha Shiny. I also actually don't really have much luck with Alpha Shiny as an Arceus, Pete. Vulpix is like one of the only ones I have shiny Alpha, I think. In terms of the content I have planned for streams, by the way, everyone. Cooking up a Pokemon Silver Dream Team quest, not Soul Silver, but the original Silver, on my childhood copy of the game. My favourite game of all time, I would say. That'll be very special. Very much looking forward to that. Got the targets basically planned out. Still need to just confirm the final one or two. If anyone here, by any chance, has shiny hunted Skarmory in Pokemon Silver with a Repel Trick or otherwise, would love to know how that went. How slow the Repel Trick is if you were doing that. Because I'm considering it, but it's a 5% encounter and it's quite a tall order, especially when you don't have something like Magnet Pull to boost the Skarmory chances, or chance of running into a Skarmory. Anyway, so there's that. I have the Pokemon Violet Hidden Treasure of Area Zero. Wow, my words tonight. DLC completely untouched. Because of the one I played through was on Pokemon Scarlet. So some kind of challenge run with that, be it soloing it, or Nuzlocke, Shiny Team, Monotype. Competitive content. I want to solo Pokemon Shining Pearl or Brilliant Diamond with Ledian, because I think that's an underrated Pokemon. Of course, we're shiny hunting for Ledibur in Emerald here. So all sorts. We'd love to do some shiny races with other content creators too. Some overworld shiny races and the like. But all of it contingent on me finding a shiny in the Safari Zone. Tomorrow would be 3 weeks in the Safari Zone if we don't find a shiny tonight, and I do have a feeling that we're finding it tonight. I do. I hold out hope. Streaming for about another hour. We'll have to see. Keep your fingers crossed, everyone. So, Emerald. It's a good question. Can't talk about Hawaii, I'm afraid. Can't talk about official events. But I certainly intend to keep doing little skits. Little comedy skits, because I really enjoy them. And I'm glad that other people do as well. Glad that they reached you online. That's always, you put them in, you put anything that you create online. You put anything that you create into the abyss when you post it online, is what I'm trying to say. So it's great that... great to hear that they found people and people enjoy them. So thank you, Emerald. Something as I say, I am a writer and an actor by trade, so look forward to doing many more comedy skits. All very well checking if a Pokemon was shiny, but ideally do it before you run away, unlike what I did just then. But no, the Dodgeo was not shiny. Your favourite shiny method? Dynamax Adventures. Dex Nav Encounters. Friend Safari. Yes. The challenge shinies that you can get in Black 2, White 2. Yeah. Good answers, Emerald, yeah. Dynamax Adventures. I probably need to get another... I have Pokemon Shield, but I probably need to get Pokemon Sword. So I can shiny hunt legendaries on that copy, because I have caught most of them on my copy of Shield. What's the proudest shiny that you own, Emerald? The shiny you own that you're proudest of. Pete, glad you're looking forward to seeing some of the other content. I appreciate that. And see it sooner. Send me all that shiny luck, please. Please. This is madness. Madness, isn't it? Approaching 38,500. 38,500. Wow. Now, we got up to Generation 2. What's everyone's favourite Generation 2 Pokemon? Jake, I know it's going to be blissy for you, but if you weren't allowed to choose your favourite Pokemon, what else would you choose? What would be your second choice? Because for me, Kingdra is my favourite Pokemon ever. So, of course, therefore, it's my favourite Generation 2 Pokemon. But if I had to choose something else... Espeon's up there. Fortress might be up there. Xatu might be up there. There's so many cool Pokemon. Generation 2 is my favourite. Johto is my favourite region. So of course, I'm finding it difficult to choose. Larvitar, Misdreavus. They're both up there. I might choose Espeon, Again, I such fond memories of evolving my Eevee into Espeon in my childhood copy of Pokemon Silver. Your channel looks not much better, Pete. Yeah, you're still going for Rowlet? How are those resets going? Yes, anyone who's not aware, yeah. Pete is shiny hunting Rowlet for Generation 7. Quite slow resets, those, but will just make, when you find the shiny, all that more exciting. Heracross for you, Jake. Xatu. Heracross behind Blissey, of course. Xatu has one of the best Pokemon cries. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. Yeah, the Natu line. I was thinking about this the other day, actually, weirdly, Jake. The Natu line's got one of the most appropriate Pokemon cries in the entire series, I think. It sounds like it should. Kind of mystical. It's still bird-like. Yeah, very good. Quagsire for you, Pete. Great choice. Quagsire's just a happy guy. Yeah. Impossible not to smile when you see Quagsire. We're finding a lot of Tauros on Fire Red. We still are. I think that was the case earlier on in the stream as well. Not much better because your time limits are going to be about 60 to 80 checks per day depending on speed. Yeah, well, listen, you just keep chipping away, Pete, and you will get that shiny. You will. You're bound to. I am out of time, and since we had a little detour on Pokemon cries, Jake, let's continue with that question. People's favourite Pokemon cries, the noise that they make when you encounter them. The Natu line is a really good one. I think that's the first Kangaskhan we've encountered today. Crazy, I mean, I know it's a 1%. But we've encountered far more than 100 Pokemon on Fire Red. I have no doubt. Cricketune, yeah, really good, Pete. Cricketune is, yeah, iconic. Torkoal, Jake. Again, yeah, it's a very appropriate cry for Torkoal. I like Nummel's cry. It's very cute. Lugia is iconic. It's also interesting detecting the cries that are sort of reused in other Pokemon or changed in some way. Like Delibird's cry, I'm pretty sure, is just a sped up version of Lugia's cry. Paras and Paraset, that's a variation on Mewtwo and Mew's cry. I think there's another Pokemon that uses that, a variation on that cry as well. 38388. Nice. How's that for a pleasing number? Toggle, that sounds like a thump from Mario. Not too familiar with Mario, but I can totally see it. I can totally see how it would be. I like Giraffari's cry. Psyduck's is a very appropriate cry, as I'm sure Sam agrees with. Swinub. Yeah, I do like that, Luke. Again, it sounds appropriate. It's what else was I thinking of just then? Oh, Blossom, that's a good one as well. It's amazing the feelings that you can evoke with just 8-bit, small, sometimes 1-2 second long sequences of notes. Blossoms is very joyful. Yeah. Really interesting topic that goes very deep, Pokemon Cries. So many to evaluate. Anyway, after that little detour, let's get back to talking about our favourite Pokemon from each generation, and we reached Generation 3. Burb, welcome back! Good to see you, my friend. How are you doing? How is your Monday going? How was your weekend? We're just talking about our favourite Pokemon from each generation. We went upwards from 6 and then back round to 1, and we're at Generation 3, so only a couple left, Burb. But do chuck your favourite Generation 3 Pokemon in. I think for me... Cradily springs to mind. I like Claydol as well. Relicanth is really cool. Masquerain is very cool. I like Volbeat and Ulymize. Slackoth. Oh no, it's got to be Slackoth actually, hasn't it? Slackoth. Alright, to chill out. I've got my Slackoth back here, Bertie. You alright, Bertie? Such a powerful Pokemon in Generation 3. Of course, Truant limits its capabilities a little bit, but yeah, it's got to be Slackoth for me, actually. Breloom jumps out at you, Jake. Cool Pokemon. Grass fighting. Really unique combination. Breloom for you, potentially as well, Burb. Or Flygon. Yeah, Flygon's very popular, isn't it? Very cool Pokemon. Dragon ground type before it was cool, you could say. Oh. Yeah, I remember having a Trapinch on my playthrough team of Generation 3. Not knowing what it evolved into, obviously, and was amazed. I mean, dragons were a very uncommon type. I mean, they still are, but especially back then. So, see Trapinch evolve into a dragon ground type, I was very excited. I actually wondered if Vibrava would be the final stage. Then, of course, it evolved again. And those dragons, notoriously difficult to raise, but incredible on the team. Alright, Generation 4. Favourite Generation 4 Pokemon, everyone. Do like the stream if you're enjoying it, by the way, and subscribe, because it'd be hugely appreciated. Those things really help out. Thanks, everyone. Generation 4. I love Porygon Z. Empoleon is very cool. Water Steel. What a combination. And Empoleon, the only Water Steel Pokemon. I've got a soft spot for Finneon, Luminion. Frostlass. Ooh, Frostlass is very cool. No pun intended with the ice type. Ice Ghost. Yes, please. Glaceon. Gen 3 is Trico Pete, Gen 4 is Mamoswine. Mamoswine's very cool too. Gliscor for you, Jake. Yeah, very cool Pokemon. Great shiny as well. Yeah, I was planning out a Ice Gym Leader team on Generation 4 just because Ice is my favourite type. Wanted to make it work competitively. And that was Mamoswine, Frostlasser, Bomber Snow, Glaceon, Lapras, and one more, which I don't think I fully decided on, actually. Maybe I was leaning towards Jinx. Yeah, Mega's very cool. I think... Ooh, I do like Miss Majors. I love Bastiodon, actually. I want to say Bastiodon, you know. Happy. Great design. I have fond memories of using Bastiodon in Shining Pearl as well. Cynthia, who I beat on my... I defeated Cynthia on my 3rd attempt. It's a real difficulty jump when you go to face Cynthia in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. And the original games, of course. As long as I got to the Garchomp, Cynthia's often final Pokemon, with my Bastiodon still at full HP, so essentially just don't bring it out in the battle before then, I had won, because Sturdy is an ability, Metal Burst, which does, I believe, double the damage that you've taken right back. Garchomp, of course, goes for Earthquake because it's doubly super effective against Bastiodon. Bastiodon survives on 1 HP thanks to Sturdy. Metal Burst. Easily enough to take out the Garchomp. It was so satisfying enacting that. Playing through the Elite Four. Also, I do love fossil Pokemon, as my talking about Cradily probably showed. Crownados for you, Burb. Interesting. You went for the other fossil Pokemon. Crownados is very cute. Powerful, too. Cool that it's used by the very first gym leader. You don't often see fossil Pokemon being used at all in game, let alone so early on. I find that really exciting with Crownados and Roark, the first gym leader in Generation 4. You still want to hunt the shiny. The red is so good. Yes, Crownados has a great shiny, and it's not just the blue bits becoming red, Burb, I find, but it's also the more grey that regular Crownados has as its main body colour. It's like lighter on the shiny. It's slightly sort of pale brown. And I think it just goes with the red so well. Very cool. Cynthia still haunts you, Pete. You haven't even faced her. Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl yet. Wow. Yeah, it's. I love the challenge, though. What an iconic Pokemon trainer. And Chansey, we barely found any Chansey tonight. But we just did on Leaf Green. And we all remember Cynthia's theme. Incredible. Alright everyone, so we've done Generation 4, we've been working up and then back round from Generation 6. Time to ask about Generation 5. Oh, well, I'll be asking a question about the music in a moment, Bub, don't you worry. Music from the games. But Generation 5. Favourite Pokemon. Let's complete this. Again, sticking with fossils, I love Archeops. Also, Tortuga, Caracosta. Arcan, of course. I like Cryogonal. Druddigan's quite cool. Sigilif is quite cool. We're still finding plenty of Miltank on Emerald. Interesting. Generation 5. Lilligant. I'm a fan. Oh, Reuniclus. Electros as well. Electros. I'd probably say Reuniclus. That's the one I felt the strongest attachment to in Generation 5. I think by the time I realised I really liked Reuniclus, I was too late in my playthrough. I didn't want to go back and level it up to take on the Elite Four. But yeah, probably Reuniclus for me. Happy. I love that design. Love that idea for a Psychic-type Pokemon. The evolutionary line is a cool concept. Also, I had Pokemon White and Reuniclus. Solosis line was a Pokemon White exclusive. So yeah, that's what I'll say for 5. Golurk for you, Burb. Cool option. Really cool. Great idea for a Pokemon. Ground and Ghost too at the time. Unheard of. Oh, I'll tell you what, speaking of Ground Ghost, Runerigus in Generation 8 I also love. That's up there for me. Oh, Frostmoth too. Oh goodness, yeah, Frostmoth. How did I not think of Frostmoth when I was thinking of Generation 8? Yeah, Frostmoth definitely up there for Generation 8 for me. Archeopsy as well, Pete. Generation 5 has so many great Pokemon, especially shiny. Correct. Totally agreed with that, Burb. Loads of great shinies. Shiny Golurk, picking up on your suggestion there. Any shiny that goes darker, few shinies go darker in a way, and Golurk is a rare example of one that does, and very cool. It's on my Pokemon Scarlet team. I wanted to shiny hunt a team in the Blueberry Academy, which I did, and shiny Golurk's on there, along with shiny Tentacruel. The Tentacruel is the first one I found. Got a real attachment to that Tentacruel. Jolter, I called him. Can't remember now, actually, if it's male or female Tentacruel. Shiny Pyroar, that was female. Shiny Camerupt. Shiny Golurk. Shiny Alolan Golem. And shiny Metagross. Just found a random shiny Beldum. What a find that was. Anyway, yeah. Always fun shining on the team. Swordsbuck Spring for you, Sam. Great answer. Great that you can specify that season as well. Yeah, what a cool Pokemon representing these seasons with its antlers. Very subtle, shiny Swordsbuck. And I love that some shinies are more subtle and some are more outlandish. Compare shiny Swordsbuck to shiny Bruxitch, for example. I mean, Bruxitch's shiny always had to be pretty out there. Love that Pokemon. Pete, you gotta go and do other stuff, but you'll be lurking. Good luck, shiny, today. Thank you for the luck. Thank you for the positive vibes. Thank you for the cat in the box. That's very cute. Thank you, Pete. Always a pleasure to see you. Enjoy lurking. Yeah, maybe see you in chat later on. But cheers, Pete. Beldum line is great. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Yeah. Got a shiny hunt Beldum in Generation 3 at some point. Reset for the Beldum that Stephen leaves on the table for you. I was about to call him Steve. Stephen and I are not on first name terms yet by any stretch. Being a little bit cheeky of me there. So that's it. We've been through all the generations. And so for me, that means favourite from each generation are as follows for me. Vulpix, well, Kingdra technically, but if we can't choose our absolute... Well, yes, this is true as well. So Generation 1, it would be Squirtle, I guess, but not choosing first partners would be Vulpix. Generation 2 would be Kingdra, but if we can't choose our overall favourites, then it would be... What did I say? Oh, wait, Ledian. What am I thinking? Ledian. What did I say before? It's all falling apart, chat. It's all falling apart. Espeon, I think I said. No, it's Ledian. It's definitely Ledian. For me. Wow. Generation 3. Slakoth. Generation 4. Bastiodon. Generation 5. Reuniclus. Generation 6. Drugalgi. Generation 7. Oranguru. Generation 8. Phalanx. Generation 9. Mousehold. Interesting to think about. Quite a variety of types in there as well for me. And it's all about the variety. No grass in there, interestingly. I love the grass type. There we go. That's just how it works sometimes. Quite a bit of Psychic, quite a bit of Normal, quite a bit of Water. Anyway. So many hunts, so little time. Exactly, Burb. Exactly. This is the great thing about shiny hunting, right? You can just do it in travel time. Time when you can't really be doing anything else. You can do it while watching films. Just, it's a mindless activity in the best possible way. It's important not to see the shiny hunt as the main activity, I think. That's why I'm so grateful for you all hanging out with me. So thanks, everyone. You really do make the streams such a blast and fly by. This hoe is really holding you back from making a dent on your hunt list. Yeah, well, yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it, Burp. Still here in the Safari Zone. But yes. But hey, I'm sure you'll have another hunt for one of your dream shinies that goes on for a long time. But it's ultimately one of your dream shinies, so you're going to keep going and you're going to get it eventually. So hang in there. It's going to happen. Definitely hunt while doing, watching other things. Yes. And yes, it will be worth it. Now then. We mentioned very briefly earlier themes. Favourite music from the Pokemon games. And we'll keep that as broad as possible. You don't have to choose just one, but just tunes that you really like. Before we delve into the classic ones, I want to call out the Generation 8 Sword and Shield Gym Leader theme. Oh, it's amazing. That gets the adrenaline going. And the crowd cheering along. When I first heard that, I was, wow, let's go. Looking forward to every gym battle. But in terms of more classic themes, yes. So we have Cynthia. That battle theme is incredible. So iconic. The Pokemon Trainer Red theme from Gold and Silver, and of course Hot Gold Soul Silver. That's epic. I listened to that many, many times. Yeah, this is just awakening a memory, actually. Just listening to that battle theme. I wasn't even playing much Pokemon at the time, but I just somehow found a sort of remix of that battle theme online. Really, full instrumentation, orchestral, epic, and so inspiring. You can just picture a movie scene to it. You can picture some kind of movie of Generation 1 to that. Amazing. But then, of course, you've got the less intense music. You've got just root music, which is... all of the music has its own beauty in its own way, right? That root music from Generation 1, and of course the remix that's like... that hits me. Hits me in the field. So much Generation 2 root music as well. It does such a good job of sounding the right level of epic, if that makes sense. It's not over the top, it's not melodramatic. It really captivates the imagination, whilst also being fun. Like, Generation 2, you've got the fantastic early root music coming out of New Barktown. But then you've got the slightly more epic. So many others that I can't immediately recall now. Generation 3, of course, Team Magma, Team Aqua theme. I hope you're all enjoying this impromptu concert, by the way. Free of charge. You just clicked on the live link. You didn't even need to buy a ticket. Amazing. Eterna Forest is beautiful. That one's harder to sing, actually. I could go on and on. Let's see what some of you have said. So, Gym Leader in Generation 8 is unmatched in your opinion, Sam. Yeah. As I've been saying, I love that. The Sword Pokemon got the most hype theme song. Oh yes, in Generation 5, yeah. The Swords of Justice. That's like so good. And I remember when you enter the battle with them, that animation where it looks like they're breaking through the screen. They sort of slice it. The glass shatters. That was so cool. Yeah. Also thoroughly enjoyed using Terrakion in competitive. Very early this year, regulation set F. Terrakion Whimsicott, beat up, dark type move, 38,700. Activating Justified on Terrakion, boosting its attack to +4. Also, if you Terra, you could potentially Terrasilize in something that takes super effective from beat up. Activate a weakness policy if you make it hold that. If you have it hold that. A lot of fun. Rock Slide, flinching, knockouts. The works. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky hub theme. Wow. I'm actually entirely unfamiliar with the Mystery Dungeon series. I'm sure I'm missing out. Maybe I'll play those games one day, but yeah, I have no doubt that the music is great though. I'll have to check out that theme, Jake. Can you post it in the Discord group, actually, a link to that theme? Because I'd love to listen. And if you want to join the Discord community, Chazingdra's Chocolate Factory, linked below. It'll be a pleasure to see any of you there, so we can keep hanging out off stream. Got all my socials linked below. As well, I've got my Patreon if you want to support me as a creator. Do my podcast Chazingdra Chats. Episodes drop every Wednesday. Got Out of Pocket, North American International Champion for Pokemon Go this year. Coming out on Wednesday. And 14 previous episodes to listen to and plenty more to come on the channel. I've got my event vlogs for competitive Pokemon events that I cast. And another one hopefully coming out this Friday for Bologna. Excited to release that. Plenty more streams planned. Once we find a shiny in the Safari Zone, we can move on to other quests I have in mind. But for now, we just keep on trucking for a Safari shiny for Safari Week Read Month. Appreciate you all being here, though. Thanks so much, everyone. And do like and subscribe if you're enjoying. Thank you. Your friendly neighbourhood merry man here. Just chilling with you on a Monday night. Ticket prices being what they are, you're thankful for the free concert. Well, thank you. I'm very pleased that you're enjoying Burb. But it's not a concert if you don't have people to perform to. So again, appreciate you all. Team Skull's Guzma theme hits pretty hard at the Battle Tree, Jay. Ooh. Good shout. Good shout. I look forward to playing through Generation 7 again soon, actually. I'm playing through Generation 6 right now, but then hopefully 7 soon. Just to refamiliarise myself, really. Also, nice to replay Generation 6 with Legends ZA coming out next year sometime. Refresher on the lore and everything, and there's a lot of unexplored stuff. In fact, just yesterday in Pokemon Y in my playthrough, I'm basically up to what I seem to remember will be the Yveltal moment. I heard AZ's story. AZ, Legends ZA, Coinky Dink. The ultimate weapon, the war. Being abandoned by his revived partner Pokemon. Yeah, looking forward to seeing what else is uncovered in Pokemon Legends ZA. But, thinking more about music, and there's an endless amount to say really, but I love how in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, each gym has its own remix of the gym theme. I think that's so clever. I replayed Pokemon White 2 in lockdown. And, just absolutely loved it. The bug gym, I remember, it's slightly sort of... It's just very cool and sleek. It feels like you're in a cocoon. Which, of course, in that gym you often are. Trying to traverse it. The Hawaiian sort of version of it for the water gym. I believe the last one in the game. But my favourite one is the electric gym in Nimbasa City, I believe. The catwalk. And with each trainer you beat, a new element of the theme is added. Starts off with just that almost thumping bass that ban out, ban out, ban out, ban out. And then as you beat each trainer, a new element of the theme is added until you get the full bum, ba-da, bum, ba-da. I think I love that. I love that. Anyone else remember what their favourite Black 2, White 2 gym theme remix was? It's got to be the electric one for me. And thanks for posting that, Jay. Yes, look forward to listening to the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky hub theme that you rate so highly. All right, everyone. We're gonna get up to 39,000 encounters, at least, and go from there. Might end the stream at that point. But if it's still not 10:30, maybe we'll go for a bit longer. 10:30 UK time, that is. And even though in today's video I was saying, yeah, well. No, it's true. Like the football. If I don't find a shiny, I'm not coming home from Safari Week until I do. Maybe I'll be able to come home, but we could still find a shiny tonight. Maybe I'll be able to come home. It depends on finding a shiny tonight. Football's coming home. At some point, let's hope Chazingdra comes home before the football does, because we'd have to wait another 2 years for a World Cup in football. I don't want to be hunting here for the next 2 years, I've got to say. Right, time to reset Fire Red. Get back to our preferred area. Hello, Tayaki. Welcome. Good to see you. How are you? How's your weekend? How's your day going? Always appreciate you stopping by, Tayaki. Thank you for being such a supporter of the streams. I can't recall now, Taki, if you're in the Discord community or not, but it's linked below if you want to join. It'd be a pleasure to see you there, so we can keep talking about Shinies and Pokemon generally, Pokemon trivia, etc. Yeah, I hope to see you in the Discord group if you're not there already, but maybe you are already there. It's been a while now. But yes, how's your weekend, Taki? We've been talking about Pokemon music. The music that strikes a chord with us. No pun intended. Do you have a favourite theme from the Pokemon games, Taki? Had a very restful weekend, that's good. That's important. You need to recharge for the week ahead. I did have a good weekend, thanks. Wasn't that restful. Spent a good amount of time with my girlfriend. We were playing board games and things. So that was restful. I reunited with some people I hadn't seen for 10 years yesterday. That was very special. And it was quite productive as well. Getting some work done, so. Yeah. I need to have some proper time off soon, I think. Not sure when that'll be. I love in Legends Arceus, speaking of music, the way they've done the Jubilife city theme, or Jubilife village at this point, in Sinnoh's history when it's Hisui. I'm just enjoying this music now, actually. I just heard a line in this music that I haven't heard before. But, yeah, it starts so simple, and then it builds and builds and builds until you're hearing a version of the Jubilife City theme from the modern Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl games. Jumping into a meeting, Bob. Okay, well, good luck with your meeting. Hope to see you afterwards. Hope all goes well with the meeting. Have a very merry meeting. Now then. Here's a question. What's everyone's favourite middle stage evolution? Pokemon that has evolved and can still evolve. I think we need to up our love for the middle stage evolutions. It's too often they're seen as stops along the way to being fully evolved. But they're great designs in their own right. I love Wartortle, for example. That's definitely one of my favourites. I know that Torracat is a very popular choice there. And you are part of the Discord, Taki. Yeah, I thought you were. I thought I had seen you in there. Yeah, I've been very active recently. No, fair enough. No, you do you, Taki. No worries. I just couldn't remember if you were there or not. Yeah, middle stage evolutions. Well, Magmar is a middle stage evolution these days, I guess, with Baby Magby and then Magmortar evolution. Fond of that one. Seadra is great. I mean, I know that was once a final stage that then gained another one with Kingdra, and Kingdra is my favourite. But, oh, such a cool design. Love that line so much. Interesting that I've just thought about this. Magnemite and Voltorb. Both two-stage evolutions introduced in Generation 1. Interesting that Magneton got another evolution, or Magnemite got another evolution in Generation 4. And Voltorb and Electrode did not. But again, how would you evolve Electrode? Because obviously you could say, well, Pokeball design evolves into Great Ball design, evolves into Ultra Ball design, potentially, and so on. But given that Electrode is already just the inverted colours of the Pokeball, red and white, hard to then justify it evolving into a Great Ball or an Ultra Ball or whatever. We're interested to see how they would introduce an evolution. For Electrode. Poliwhirl, yes. Taiyaki and Sam, yeah, great shout. Poliwrath is just sort of a bigger, fiercer Poliwhirl, isn't he? I love Politoed too. I know that Quitpack Kyle likes Quilava. Favourite Pokemon. The signature of his channel. I wonder if Zartu will ever get an evolution. Oops. That could be cool. Sort of picture it now, a bigger, wiser bird. Doesn't even need to fly, you can just levitate with its psychic power, maybe. Don't know. Welcome everyone if you're just joining. We're talking about our favourite middle stage evolutions. Because middle stage evolutions are often overlooked. They're a stop along the way to being fully evolved, but we should start to review that. We should start to see them as potentially ends in their own right. You're also a fan of the Generation 8 first partner middle evolutions. They have a lot of personality. Yeah, it's a good point. It's a good point, Taki, yeah. What with Thwacky, Drizzile, and Raboot. That's a really good point, Taki. Braixen, Sabrina. Yeah. Braixen also has a lot of personality. Other middle stages. Oh, I tell you what, Arctobax. That's one of my favourites. That's potentially my favourite middle stage evolution, actually. I remember playing through Pokemon Violet, and there's a trainer near Glaciado Mountain without actually being on it. A dragon tamer who sent out Arctobax into battle. I'd never seen any of that line before. I had been longing for there to be a dragon and ice type that was not legendary. Just because I think it's a really cool combination and would like to use it more accessibly rather than being restricted to a legendary Pokemon. Restricted to a restricted Pokemon, you could say, when it comes to competitive video game. I saw Arctobax and I thought, oh, I actually thought it was the first stage. Love the design. It's bipedal, but it's still hunched over. Then, of course, yeah, evolves from Frigibax, and Arctobax evolve into Baxcalibur. But, yeah, I think Arctobax is such a cool design. Cool name as well, Arctobax. Good rhythm. We need more fire dragon types from you, Jake. Well, yeah. We've got a couple of legendary ones with Reshiram. Is that the only legendary fire dragon type? I think I'm missing one. Oh, well, I mean, got Gouging Fire. It's not a restricted, it's not a mascot, but it's still... I guess it counts as a legendary? The ancient form of Entei. I'm not sure, actually, if Gouging Fire, Raging Bolt, Walking Weight count as legendaries themselves, or if it's just their present-day forms. There's Turtonator, moving away from legendaries of any kind. Yeah, Mega Charizard X, that's a good point. I feel like I'm forgetting one. Maybe I'm not. It'd be cool to have a... Because none of those Pokemon are an evolutionary line, right? So for you, Jake, I guess it'd be cool to have a 2 or 3 stage Fire Dragon type. Ice Dragon is a combination I wanted to see for ages. What about... So, we talked before about, on previous streams, about type combinations that we haven't had yet that we'd like to see. What about type combinations that already exist that you want to see more of? Like we were just saying there with Ice Dragon for me and Fire Dragon for you, Jake. Having said that, now that we've got the Frigibax line, I don't know if I'd want to see... too many more Ice Dragons at this time. At least, because then of course it makes that combination less special. I think it is a special combination. Just Kyurem, the 2 Kyurem form, well, base Kyurem, Kyurem White, Kyurem Black, and the Frigibax line. Seems like it should be the most common Dragon Dual type. I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Jake. Of course there's Dragon Flying too. We do have a few of those. But that would make sense as a common paired type with Dragon. Yeah, I'd say generally in folklore and things, dragons tend to be depicted as flying more than they do as breathing fire. There are all kinds of types of dragon, I guess. But yes, I can totally see where you're coming from with Dragonfire. Ghost Normal, yeah, very cool combination. Very cool. They've got to be careful with that one, though, because it is immune to or resists so much. In fact, the only thing that's super effective against is Dark. Got to be careful about which Pokemon they give that to, because it could very easily become overpowered. Bug Water, totally agree there. That's something I've earmarked for a long time as something I want to see more of. We do have Araquanid now. For a long time it was just Surfnid and Golisopod. The second Kangaskhan of today's stream, I think. Yeah, that's a very cool combination. Grass Water as well, yeah. The Lotad line, but then Ogerpon Wellspring Mask. I believe they're the only 2. Electric Water. Would also love that. Only Lantern representing that. So far, I believe. And I love that combination. Ash, hello! Great to see you. How are you, Ash? Hope you enjoyed your weekend. What did you get up to? Thank you for sharing your collection of Magikarp. So impressive. It is. And how's your Monday been, Ash? And as for you, you say more fire and water types. Yeah, that dual type is fascinating. Any that are kind of paradoxical like that. You know what I mean by paradoxical, the types that seem like they shouldn't go together, like fire and water. Would be very cool. Fire and ice as well. I'd love to see more fire and ice types. So far it's just Zenmo, Galarian, Darmanitan. That'd be fascinating to see. Again, proving that rock is pretty good offensive typing. It hits so much super effective. Hits fire and ice, of course, for 4 times super effective. Ash, you got that blasted Cyndaquil today. Blast being a fantastic word to use. Fire Blast. Of course, being one of the preeminent fire-type Pokemon moves. Congratulations, Ash. That's brilliant. Ah, fantastic. Remind me which generation you were hunting the Cyndaquil on. Is that Generation 4, Generation 2? Generation 9 even? Oh, but that must be such a relief, Ash, to have found that Cyndaquil. Congratulations. What a relief. How exciting. This DS. Well, let's see if it can make it to the end of the stream, actually, before I charge it. Fire Fairy, yeah, no, there isn't one of those, and that would be a very cool combination. Sabrina. More Dragon Fairy or Dark Fairy? Yeah, Dragon Fairy, Taiki. We only have Mega Altaria. Which, of course, we haven't been able to use for a long time now. So yeah, another Dragon Fairy would be very cool to see. And again, another example of that paradoxical combination. Oh, there we go. 39,000, everyone. No shiny. We'll go for a little bit longer. Stephanie Westgate, hello there. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for popping into the chat, Stephanie. Pleasure to see you. How are you doing? Thank you for finding the stream. Hope you enjoy a little bit of shiny hunting, as well as competitive, clearly. Appreciate you being here. So, not shiny related, but guesses on post-Worlds format. Well, I think that's a very obvious direction it could go in. And hello, by the way, Worm's Eye. Please don't apologise for being late. No worries at all. You haven't missed anything in terms of shinies. We've been having great chats as always, but nothing sparkling yet. It was ever thus, Worm's Eye. Yeah, so I guess the predicted one, Stephanie, would be a double restricted format. GS Cup, so to speak. Would they do that immediately? Because then would we just have that for the whole year before Worlds? That's the question. Because they could strip it right back. We could go back to something like Regulation Set A. But including Kitakami Pokemon and Blueberry Pokemon. Before doing the double restricted. Or we have double restricted for a year. Probably not, though. Triple restricted? I don't know. So yeah, I would guess double restricted, Stephanie, but I can totally see different arguments. What do you think it's going to be, Stephanie? And you've been meaning to join for a while, but you're usually working. Hey, no worries. Glad that you could join tonight. Aiming to stream this coming week, the week we've just started. So maybe see you there. But how did you come across the stream, Stephanie? Was you follow on X? Was it recommended on YouTube? Because you're involved in competitive stuff. What brings you here, Stephanie? Pleasure to have you. Really funny for them to ban restricted Pokemon post Worlds. Yeah, it could happen. It could happen. I think that it would. Everyone having experienced restricted Pokemon, they go into other formats, maybe with non-restricted formats, with a different kind of appreciation for how to play them, perhaps. But, Ash, let me just remind myself. I realise that you've probably told me about... You have told me about your Cynical hunt before, but... Yeah, so many different threads to keep a track of. So I'm sorry, I couldn't immediately remember. But yes, Gen 4. Yeah, the last of the shiny first partners you need, of course. That's amazing. 3 on the 1 game now. You're hoping to find the photographer for a team photo to share. Hey, that's a lot of fun. Yeah, love the photographer in Heart Gold Soul Silver. And that's amazing. So you've got the shiny Trick-o-Reader, you've got the shiny Totodile, and now you've got the shiny Cyndaquil. What a result. Can we get some hype in chat for Ash there, just like Jake posted? Sorry, I'm a bit late in posting my request for this hype, but that's amazing. Getting the 3rd shiny first partner from Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver, where of course you can see them all on that machine where you start the game, and whether they're shiny or not. So, very worthwhile hunt to do. Well done, Ash. All of them shiny. Quite a feat. Quite a feat. Because, of course, you run the risk of getting duplicates. But now you've done it. Must feel great. Thank you for posting photos in the server of the Cyndaquil. Looking forward to seeing them. And, yeah, anyone else who wants to hop in the Discord server, you'd be very welcome there. The link is in the video description. Chazindra's Chocolate Factory, sharing shinies, talking about competitive Pokemon trivia, just general casual Pokemon playthroughs. The works. Thank you, Taki, for passing on that luck to Ashcarp. Hugely well deserved. All that. Congratulations to Ashcarp. Hugely well deserved. Emerald, to answer the question from earlier, Shiny Raikou event is the most valuable shiny you're in. The shiny you're proudest of. Very nice. One of your first shinies you got that were distributed. They were lost in your white. Oh no, what happened to your Pokemon White version? But still, that's a very cool Pokemon to have. Shiny Event Raikou. If you're enjoying the stream, everyone, do drop a like, do subscribe. All of those things really do help out a huge amount. New episode of the podcast coming out this week with Out of Pocket, North American International Champion for Pokemon Go. Also, hopefully my vlog of the Bologna special event releasing on Friday. Hopefully Friday, it might be a bit later, but that's the plan. Plenty more streams planned for after we find a shiny in Safari Zone, so keep your fingers crossed that we do find a shiny soon. Plenty of different content for streams, I mean. And got all my socials linked below, Patreon, Discord, as I said. But just really appreciate all being here to support the stream, so thanks everyone. You make this shiny hunting flyby, make it so much more enjoyable. So thank you. And if you're here because you saw my silly Safari skit earlier, comedy skit. I hope you enjoyed. Have a lot of fun making them. Alright, so I think gonna reach 39,100 and then call it a night, so we're nearly there. You miss... Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, monotype tournaments would be fun. Or one generation, yeah. That'd be a really interesting competitive format, actually. That'd be very exciting. I'd love to see that happen. The thing is, I think when they start, you know, currently we can have restricted Pokemon. If they take those away, it's kind of like Pandora's box. It's difficult for people to get used to not using them anymore. It's kind of just got to grow and grow and grow. But I'd love to see monotype. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows? That's a really good shout, Ash. So many Miltank tonight on Emerald. None of them shiny. That'd be quite the find. Still going strong, Damien. That's right. We are congratulating Ashcart for getting the final first partner Pokemon that they needed on Hot Gold, Soul Silver, Cyndaquil. So now Shiny Chikorita, Totodile, and Cyndaquil are all Ashes. Very exciting. Spent the past hour looking over your Shinies. Oh, wow. Only one you have left since 2011. Well, appreciate that dedication. Going back over all your Shinies there, Emerald. Yeah, one from the Zoroark movie, I remember that. Saved it in your Soul Silver, got ribbons, and in Gen 6 now. That's amazing, that's so cool. Yeah, a cup where it's still the Pokemon who haven't evolved at all would be really cool, wouldn't it? Wormseye, I've been thinking about that as well. Yeah, great shiny, isn't it, Ashcart? Shiny Raikou. A Lekidon EVG. Yeah, I said it. It'll be pretty cool. Yeah, goofing around in competitive is a lot of fun. As in, you know, it's always just using the Pokemon you want to use is always a joy. And trying to build teams around them is, yeah, that's the joy of competitive. Back in Sword and Shield, Taki had a season of rank battles. Yeah! You can't use the most popular Pokemon. That would be interesting. Either single restricted non-Terra format next. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, like they did. They had a season without Dynamax in Generation 8, didn't they, Emerald? That would be interesting. Double with Terra will come for all of next year. Fair enough. You have the cartridges for the Legendary Beast and Celebi from 2011. Very cool, Damien. You've got access to the Legendary Beast and Celebi from 2011. That's quite something. Amazing thing to have. Yeah. Those event Pokemon back in the day were so exciting. Still surrounded as far as I'm toasted for sure. In fact, we're just about to end the stream, so you've come just in time. Format that uses a Pokemon's base stat total. Yeah, exactly. A format where you use slightly less powerful Pokemon would be really exciting, wouldn't it, Jake? Yeah, so many options. But here we are. Okay, we're about to do our final round of encounters for the stream. Let's see. 39,100. Let's see if we get a shiny. Here we go. It's about time. Nidoran Rhyhorn. Lickitung Ledyba, no shiny. No shiny, thank you for the shiny like Sabrina. We'll do one more bonus round because that's what we always do. Here we go. This is it. This is definitely the last four for tonight now. Come on. Venonat, Nidoran, Raticate, Ledyba. No. Had one of those Ledyba been shiny, that would have been huge. One of my targets for this week, but there we go. We will check for Pokerus. Now, if I understand correctly, someone very helpfully pointed out on a comment on one of the streams, Leaf Green Fire Red, you can't actually spawn Pokerus, but you can trade in Pokerus from another cartridge. But we will check the Soul Silver. So let's see. Spikemuth Cup. Yeah, exactly. Dynamax Band. Yes. That was a really fun format, wasn't it? Lost it on a car, in a car. Anyway, to an amusement park in 2011. Oh no! Because you didn't transfer up your first shiny Raikou you got, though. Yeah, wow. That's so annoying. I'm so sorry to hear that you, you lost your white version. How disappointing. But still. At least, yes, you have that Raikou Emerald. Fascinating story. Yeah, very upsetting indeed. Alright, let's see. Pokerus and Soul Silver. Do we have it? No. I know that you can't spawn Pokerus in Generation 3 Fire Red Leaf Green. But, hey, I'm a completionist. If I'm checking one game, I'm checking all of them. Funny enough, no. And I'll check Fire Red, sure. Because. No. Even though, of course, you can't in Fire Red Leaf Green. And Emerald, we know we've got Pokerus because we found Pokerus last... Was it last week? Was it the beginning of last week? Yes, it was, yeah. And there it is, still going strong. And I have put one of these Pokemon in the box to preserve the Pokerus, because that's how that works. It'll remain there, and then when I take it out, still how the Pokerus can still spread it to other Pokemon. So, 40,000 would be a cool milestone, Burb. It's true. It's true, yeah. Maybe we're holding out for that now, and on the next stream we will reach 40,000. Next stream should be tomorrow. So I hope to see you all tomorrow, 7:30 again, for roughly the same amount of time. This is the routine I'm getting into. We'll see how that works. Oh, look, you can see my finger reflection in the screen there of the black Game Boy Advance SP. Liju Majirachi appearing, the Wishmaker. Well, here we go. Let's make a wish right now. Listen, Liju, you're appearing in my Game Boy Advance SP screen, and I hope that's a good sign. I make a wish to you that we find a shiny tomorrow on stream. Not only will we reach 40,000, it will also be day 21, i.e. exactly 3 weeks of hunting in the Safari Zone. Please, please, listen to my call and the chat's call. Bless us with a shiny on tomorrow's stream. Let's see. Well, everyone, thanks so much again for joining. Always a pleasure to see you here. Thank you for supporting me on this crazy quest, as I'm still in the Safari Zone without a shiny. Do like the stream if you've enjoyed it. Do subscribe if you're not already. I've got my Discord community link below, Chazindra's Chocolate Factory, as I've been talking about, as well as all my socials if you want to have a follow there. New podcast episode releasing on Wednesday with Out of Pocket, the North American International Champion for Pokemon Go. Got event vlogs as well, potentially my Bologna vlog, Bavlogna, coming out on Friday. And Patreon linked below as well if you want to support me like that. Oh, I need to add 4 more encounters, but no problem if not. Just appreciate you all being here. So yeah, probably tomorrow 7:30. Let me just get back to some of these. See Emerald, so good to see you in the stream. Hope to see you again. Hope to see you in the Discord server as well. Been really fun hanging out with you. Appreciate you, Ashcop, using Liju's full name there. See you, Burb. See you soon. Good night, Sabrina. Have a good night. Have a good evening to you too, Ash. And big hopes for a Shining 4 5 times odd. Yes. Tacky 5 times odd. My goodness. Good night. Take care to you too, Toasted. Stephanie, appreciate you hopping into the chat. Hope to see you in the Discord server or on a future stream if you're able to make it. But good luck with work in the meantime. So, hopefully see you all tomorrow, 7:30 UK time. Once more, I'll confirm tomorrow's stream, if I'm doing it or not, in a post of some kind. But yeah, hoping to stream tomorrow, 7:30 UK time. All the things linked below. Pleasure to hang out with you all. See you soon. Hope I was able to make your day merry.